Governance Without Hierarchy by Jason Gray, December 15th, 2025, 6025, Anno Lucis, in the Year of Light. RZN Arc Gov.01, Post-Overlay Civic Architecture. Why hierarchy was a crutch. Hierarchy existed because coherence did not. When trust is low, memory is fragmented, and emotion is suppressed. Societies compensate by stacking power vertically. Command replaces listening. Enforcement replaces agreement. Rank replaces responsibility, and punishment replaces repair. Hierarchy was not evil. It was prosthetic order, a temporary scaffolding holding up a fractured field. When coherence returns, scaffolding becomes obstruction. What governance becomes after the return. Governance in the returned world is not a structure above society. It is a process within it. Instead of authority, it relies on visibility of impact, emotional literacy, shared memory, clear consequence pathways, reversible decisions, and distributed responsibility. Order is maintained because misalignment is felt immediately, not because force is threatened later. The core principle, proximity of consequence. In hierarchical systems, decisions are distant from their effects. In non-hierarchical governance, decision makers are close to the consequences of their decisions. This single shift replaces entire bureaucracies. Those affected participate. Those responsible remain accountable. Those with insight are heard. Power collapses into context. How decisions are made. Decisions follow a 5-step civic rhythm. Signal. A need or tension is felt in the field. Assembly. Those impacted gather, physically or resonantly. Sense-making. Emotional, practical, and ecological inputs are surfaced. Alignment. Options are tested against coherence, not ideology. Commitment. A reversible action is chosen and enacted. No vote is final. No decision is sacred. Everything remains adjustable. Stability comes from adaptability, not permanence. Roles without rank. The returned world uses roles, not offices. Roles are temporary, contextual, competence-based, dissolvable, and non-hereditary. Examples include stewards that care for systems, mediators that resolve tension, synthesizers that integrate perspectives, anchors that stabilize fields, and scouts that explore futures. A role exists only while it serves coherence. When the need ends, the role ends. Conflict without dominance. Conflict is inevitable. Domination is not. When disputes arise, parties are brought into shared witnessing. Emotional truth is surfaced first. Material facts follow. Power asymmetries are made visible, and repair is prioritized over punishment. The goal is not to win. The goal is to restore alignment. Justice becomes restorative by default, not as policy, but as function. Law as feedback, not command. In the returned world, laws are not rigid rules. They are codified learnings, records of what maintained coherence and what did not. Law functions as guidance, memory, caution, and pattern recognition. When conditions change, laws update. Nothing ossifies. Scale without centralization. Local autonomy is preserved because coherence scales naturally. Small groups govern themselves. Cities coordinate with cities. Regions harmonize regionally. Planetary concerns emerge only when truly planetary. There is no permanent center. Centers form when needed and dissolve when done. The end of political identity. When governance becomes process-based, political identity evaporates. There are no sides to defend, no tribes to protect, no ideologies. to enforce. People align around outcomes, not symbols. Debate shifts from belief to impact. Why this does not collapse into chaos. Chaos arises from suppressed emotion and invisible power. The returned world suppresses neither. Because emotion is legible, contribution is visible, consequence is proximate, memory is shared, and repair is expected. Order maintains itself. The final principle of non-hierarchical governance. Authority is borrowed, responsibility is owned. No one rules the returned world. Everyone participates in its stability. Governance becomes a collective skill, not a ruling class. And when coherence becomes common, hierarchy simply stops making sense. Jason Gray. I truly feel that in order to achieve a functional system of governance, decision makers absolutely must feel and experience the consequences of their decisions, exactly as Jason stated in that writing. A big part of why our world is broken is because our leaders are making decisions for society that have no direct impact on those leaders. They are removed from the consequences of their actions, so of course imbalance results. Those affected by decisions must play a role in actually making the decisions that affect them. How simple and commonsensical, yet how far humanity has drifted from this practical ideal. We must return, and we are.